Welcome to upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today we have a terrific clash in store. Today a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So Syracuse's will have some work to do after that short return. And there's a man who believes he is always open. He carries that swag and that aura of a big-time playmaker, guys.
He's got to catch the football. If you're the quarterback coming into this one, you are looking for this guy early, and David, you're looking for him often.
And this offense better find ways to feature him. Find him, like you said, Jesse, early, often, deep, shallow. Get this man the football.
Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. Dropping back, it's Jamison. He's got an open man. Racing to the right. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Syracuse.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
The Yellow Jackets offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
They get him down after he makes the catch. The Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. From the gun, running back on the move. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. On the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Slips through the line. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down. Neutral zone infraction will push the ball up 5 yards. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Back to pass, it's Jamison. Coming after him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Gets it out quickly. Open space at the 25. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Now they'll try the right side. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. They'll mark it at the 8.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Looking to throw on second down. Makes the grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cuse. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking to go up top on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw it again. He's right on target. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Up-tempo for the offense. Now the play fake. Fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Syracuse will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Quickly complete. There's a live football. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. He's looking to throw. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing...
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. He's looking to throw. Buying some time. Going to try to get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Jefferson. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Dropping back, it's Jamison. Quick strike complete. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Give to the back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Jefferson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Turns it on in midfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Jamison. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is a guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Release to the back. Fires into traffic. Picked off. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Now on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Orange. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be
Oh, and he gets downfield with the big catch. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the Yellow Jackets will line it up on 1st and 10. The aerial assault continues. He finds his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Offense gets set for second down. Spits it out to the back. Tosses it incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Going up top on first down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. After the misfire, now on second down. To throw, it's Jamison. Sends it downfield. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And the third down pass is incomplete. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He's got it. He's got great speed. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Now they'll run it to the right here. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. They'll try to run for it. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line is set on third down. Looking for a man. It's Jamison. He's got it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. It's complete. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now and he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Syracuse. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
On the option. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking to throw on 3rd. Got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance. And I mean, you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides. You got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle. And they did right there.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. To the ground with the back. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll toss it to the left. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Jamison. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He was hoping for a little more running room, and they're able to get him down at the 45. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He wants to go deep. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interceptions. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. Got his man all by himself. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Jamison. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the fourth. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. This time he's got his man. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say that.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Man down on the... Take a break to let him be checked out. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. On second down, he'll let it fly. It's on target and complete. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the offense. To the air, it's Jamison. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And it's right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. first play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's got it. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to power their way ahead.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
The Yellow Jackets are on the move. Trying to find his man on first down. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football.
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. A 3rd and long coming up here.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Throws to the back. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. And the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To give as they work on that clock.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Running back searching for a hole. Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Fires to the big fella. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Fires the pass, intercepted. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. They'll throw it on first down. Pocket start, lets it fly. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Dialing up a second down pass play. He's got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. These corners backing off a bit. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going up top here late in the game. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin. And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop it. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, it will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. The give to the left. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Syracuse will send out the punt team. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So good.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Looking for more room. The 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Cuse. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he added the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle